We all know the story. On January 12, 2010, a terrible earthquake struck Haiti. In order to maintain stability, the United Nations brought in peacekeepers from Nepal. By the end of 2010, a terrible cholera outbreak had occurred in Haiti, directly attributable to the Nepalese peacekeepers whose human waste had been deposited in the river system on which the Haitians relied. Between that day and this, some 10,000 people have died and some 800,000 people have been infected. Until the end of 2016, the United Nations, in a despicable array of dishonesty, disclaimed any responsibility for the outbreak of cholera at all and hid behind the Convention on Privileges and Immunities until, right at the end of his tenure, in December of 2016, Ban Ki-moon apologized to the Haitian people, accepted a significant degree of responsibility, and said, look, there's going to be a whole new approach. We're going to set up a trust fund. We're going to have a two-track solution. The first track, $200 million, we will apply to repairing water and sanitation. The second track, $200 million, will be used as material assistance for the families of the victims. The total, $400 million. You know how much they've raised through the last 6 months? $2.7 million. 0.6% of the money that's required. It's outrageous. But even more outrageous is the fact that they seem to be abandoning the commitment to the families. They no longer want to compensate individual families of the victims. They're going to compensate community projects. Well, yesterday, in my time, 24 hours ago, the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations made a statement on Haiti and admitted that there was no money and said the only place they thought they could get money from was some $40 million that would be returned to the UN when the peacekeeping operation ends towards the end of this year. But the countries aren't going to give up the $40 million. That pittance, which shouldn't even be talked about, will not, in fact, be available. What should happen is to honor the commitment that was made by the former Secretary General when he said, if we can't get it by way of voluntary contributions, we'll get it by way of assessed contributions. All of peacekeeping is assessed contributions, a formula of assessed contributions against individual countries to contribute the money. They should do for Haiti what they do for peacekeeping in general. The Deputy Secretary General said that she was concerned about the reputational damage to the UN. But the present Secretary General is not prepared to honor the commitment made by the previous Secretary General. The Deputy Secretary General went on to say, look, if we don't have political will and financial resources, all we're going to have are words and good intentions. I'm quoting her exactly. Well, that's what we're left with. Words and good intentions and the betrayal of the Haitian people. I'm off to London next week. I'll try to do a commentary from there. This was last week. I'm Stephen Lewis.